What's up, guys? Take number 4 now. Welcome to a brand new YouTube video. I feel kind of weird holding the camera and talking just because I don't do that as often, so I just been messing up. And it's one of those days where I knew I wanted to make this video, but I don't feel like talking today, to be honest with you, because I got a lot of stuff to do today. Just awkward, so I'm just gonna speak candidly. Anyways, obviously, I'm sure some of you guys are kind of wondering what's going on, or you're here because you're looking at the title and you're like, oh shit, like he's finally gonna start talking about it. I feel a little bit tired right now, just because, damn, it's already 10. I wanted to work out at like 7 in the morning. I was up this morning listening to Utopia, which is the new Travis Scott album. So far, I give it like a 7.5 out of 10. I need to find the tracks that I really enjoy. For obvious reasons, my favorite track is Meltdown, featuring Drake, because he embodied that verse. But anyways, I know a lot of you guys are here because of the title. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about why I'm not doing nationals. And for those of you guys that aren't tapped in with the powerlifting community, nationals is like, I mean, it's like the biggest meet of the year. Kind of like where I have 5 national titles right now. So that's kind of like the meet that is like the championship meet of like the federation. Yeah, this video, I'm gonna speak very candidly as to why I'm not doing nationals. Also the fact that I'm no longer a USAPL lifter. Plans going forward, addressing some of the things that people have been saying. And yeah, so we're gonna tackle that as we work out. To be honest with you guys, I don't feel like filming, like holding the camera and shit. Normally I would have Duhan, maybe even Ant help me with this, but they have some other stuff to do for the Better brand and the gym page. So I'm tackling with myself. It's like when Thanos put his hand inside the shit, he's like, fine, I'll do it myself. Also, you guys hear that? I asked that because Joey was here not too long ago. Joey Flex is my coach. He was here in Texas, and he's like, bro, we do not have those bugs, or these bugs in California. He's like, what does that sound? I was like, oh, it's the, what are they called? The cicada bug or some shit like that? Yeah, they're super loud here in Texas for sure. So let's get inside the gym, man. I'm sure Duhan's gonna be watching this and it's like, damn, long clips, but I want to keep it raw and just kind of like vibe and talk to you guys and all that kind of stuff. What's up, Paul?
Well, how do you, Russ?
Yeah. What's up? Y'all scared me, man. I was like, fuck, I'm getting ran up on. Are y'all pulling up to work out or you just checking it out?
We were just checking it out.
Oh, okay. All right. Y'all have a good one, man. Pull up anytime.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I thought I was getting pulled up on. I was like, oh shit, this is how my story ends. Yeah, some dudes just rolled up on me. I always get like paranoid with shit like that because I be feeling like people are gonna jump out of a car and jump me or something. So I was chilling in my car for a decent amount of time just because it was kind of hard trying to record these clips. Let me see if I can post this. Let me show you guys Elixir of the Gods, the concoction, the infamous yak. So for those of you guys that have been following for a while, I started doing this over like during the pandemic time. So 2020, 2019 probably even. I used to, maybe it was 2018, but I used to mix my pre-workout. What's up, bro? I used to mix my pre-workout with, what's up, man? I used to mix my pre-workout with my Gatorade because it's like extra 20 grams of carbs, some sodium in there as well. And it kind of give me a little amp for my workout just because I don't eat breakfast before I train for the most part. And like the Gatorade, just like an extra little boost and oomph to it, along with the pre-workout. So I started calling that shit yak, right? The story behind that is because Shannon Sharp, and it's not just Shannon Sharp, it's like in the black community. We sip a lot of cognac, a lot of like Hennessy, dark liquor, all that kind of stuff. Well, that's like our drink of choice. And, you know, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna start calling it yak because Shannon Sharp would be on Undisputed every single morning. Sorry, it's hard to do this with one hand. Let me just do it right here. Shannon Sharp used to be on Undisputed, be like, oh, we sipping on that yak, Skip. We sipping on that yak, Skip. So I'm like, oh shit. So I started calling, you know, my Gatorade mix yak. We sipping on that yak. So but that's something that's said in the black community anyways, when they refer to like cognac. It's just like a short cognac, yak. Y'all get it. Let me find, damn man. And this is how I mix it up. Kind of got to squeeze. So obviously this is BPN Subs. This is the prickly pear. If you guys want to shop some new pre-workout, I would suggest using my code in my description box. That really helps with showing them that I need to stay on the team. Throw it in here. Mix it with the pre, or you know, shake it up obviously. Yo, that looks crazy. That angle with me doing that looks insane. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick the camera up like this. Okay. All right, after sitting down and contemplating life for about 5 to 10 minutes, I'm about to grab my wrist wraps This is like the equipment room here. And I'm grabbing my better wrist wraps. If you guys didn't know, on the Better Brand page, we did drop knee sleeves and wrist wraps. So if you guys need some better knee sleeves or wrist wraps, I suggest grabbing a pair. They're only 35 bucks on the website for the wrist wraps and then 70 for the knee sleeves. Today's Friday. I'm gonna pick up my energy because I feel crazy. Today's Friday, we got bench. I think it's actually a really easy workout too. It might be like a 3x3 of some sort. I got a new block recently, so let's see. It's 3x4 at RP 7-8, so it's actually pretty heavy today. Okay, all right. I'm thinking probably at best, maybe like 350, something along those lines. Nothing too crazy. New block vibes, literally the first week, we ain't doing nothing too wild. Just kind of easing into the block and figuring out what the block wants to accomplish just by understanding, like, looking at the rep schemes and all of that. It's like, what are we doing? What should I expect of my body? And what expectations should I have so I don't come into training sessions feeling angry or disturbed whenever things don't go the way I think it should be going, when it really shouldn't be going that way, because if you look at the program, all that type of shit. So, all right, let's get the bench ready for bench. So I typically don't like doing this, but I don't feel like in the groove to work out. So what I'm gonna do is warm up with the bar. I kind of just go straight into it with the reds, but like I just feel kind of weird and feel tight. I might even have to take off my hoodie just because it's hard to like bench with a hoodie on, because like the hoodie itself and all that kind of stuff, and I gotta change like my setup and all that. One or no plates.
Your tracks today.
Alright, so I'm pretty pissed off for a reason you guys probably won't even be able to guess. I'm annoyed because I can smell that my hoodie spent too much fucking time in the washer machine after I finished washing it. And like it's that mildew smell. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever had this happen to you, but like if you leave your clothes in the washer after it finishes washing for too long, like it builds up this mildew or whatever that fucking word is, and it just ends up making the shit smell. Like, if I get sweaty, I'm gonna smell like shit. Now I have to take this hoodie off because it's done. Like, the hoodie's over with. There's no way to get this smell out either. Like, once it's like this, it's kind of finito. So I'm a little bit irritated because I'm smelling myself. I'm like, this shit is nasty as fuck, bro. Like, I don't stink. I got City of Stars, Louis Vuitton on me. But it's this fucking hoodie, man, that smells, and I'm like, fuck. It's annoying because this is a sample and it's now done. It's the crop hoodie, but just wanted to share that with you guys because I'm pretty annoyed about it. I don't know why I'm like in this mood today, but I'm gonna take this shit off. All right, so we got 331 pounds on the bar right now. I think I'm just gonna do like building sets. So basically what I mean by that is I'm gonna do 331 for my first set. Probably gonna be like RP 7. And then maybe if I feel good, bump it up to 350. Probably be like RP 7.5. And then for my last set, I'll probably do 374 for my last set of 4. And it'll be closer to like an RP of 8, which would be accurate and fall in line with what I'm supposed to be hitting for today's session. I typically do these like when I don't really feel like amped up to work out, so it's like I almost have to work my way into the workout. I don't do it very often, but it is something in my toolbox that I do bring out if need be. So let's go ahead and roll into that. 331 first set, 4 reps to be clean. I also gotta put chalk on the bar because I'm starting to sweat. These are amazing bench pads, but I don't want to be slipping and sliding whenever I'm benching. Boom. Lovely, lovely, love it. Perfect. That's a crazy angle. Oh shit, I look good from that angle. Anyways, so let's start getting into kind of addressing the allegations and the rumors. So, rumor number 1. Yes, I'm fucking bald now. People are like, I never really announced it, but in one of my last videos, I did say that I was thinking about just shaving my shit bald. There's no real reason to it. I think I've always wanted to try being bald out. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but over the last couple of years, I've just tried out a lot of different hairstyles. I used to have like a crazy, I guess you could call it, not flat top, but like I used to have like a decent amount of hair. I shaved that down to like a 1. Then I started experimenting with like a 0.5. This is like haircut lengths. And after a while, I was like, damn, I kind of want to try out bald. Like, I think I have the head for it. Just tried it out and actually like it a lot. You know, it makes me feel like I'm in my MJ era, like my Kobe era. Like, you know how girls say like I'm in my era type shit. Like, that's how I feel like, you know, I feel like I'm in that zone. It makes me feel like more adult too. Like, in fact, I just got like a bald head. I don't know. It makes me feel like I should have like kids and shit and like like a crib and all that type of shit when I have a bald head. But yeah, I'm bald. No real reason to it. Just kind of want to switch up my hairstyle. I also wanted to go blonde for a little bit just to try it out, see what I look like, but I never really got to that. I felt like if I did that, people would think I'm having like a midlife crisis. So I was like, I'm gonna say that for later. But yeah, I'm bald. I'll fuck with it though. Maybe before the video ends, I'll take off my headband and shit, show y'all. It's funny because a lot of people think like, a lot of people think like I've been trying to hide like my forehead and shit like that. Like, not really. Like, I sweat a lot, so I wear a headband when I train because like sweat be getting in my eyes like crazy. So I just try to make sure I keep as much sweat on my face as possible. The headband really helps with that. So anyways, let's move the weight up. That 331 from the first set felt pretty good. And I'm thinking as I find my groove a little bit more and more, should be able to increase the weight. So we're gonna go up to 350, was it 350, 352? Yeah, 352. Before I jump into the set, one of the other, I guess like rumors or allegations, I like calling them that, I'm just being stupid. One of the things that people have been talking about a lot, which is kind of surprising to me, is people are wondering whether or not I'm doing nationals. I pulled my name out of the roster. So, I mean, I'm not doing nationals. And I'll get into that and the purpose of that after I do the set, because it's a long answer. And I need to do this set real quick. But we got 374 on the bar last set. Let's get to it. So that last set was pretty easy. So now let's break down the reason as to why I'm not doing nationals this year. I'm trying to figure out the fastest and easiest way to explain it. I don't want to be like talking on this clip for like 5 minutes. So basically, I'm leaving the USAPL. The reason why I'm leaving the USAPL is because I want to go back to being a world champion powerlifter again. The USAPL, for people that don't know, it used to be the IPF affiliate, but they didn't want to uphold the same drug testing standards, whatever that reasoning was, and they split from the IPF. So the IPF then created a new federation called Powerlifting America for the Americans to have their way to get into IPF Worlds and all that kind of stuff. So that became the new American affiliate, and I decided to stay with the USAPL, thinking that it would allow me to grow the business of the Better brand and do collaborations with Corrupted Strength and all that kind of stuff. And I also thought that creatively and structure-wise, they would be a lot more free to do more things to kind of replicate almost like a UFC type of like production value or some of the bigger sport leagues. I thought the IPF was kind of like limiting them from doing that, so I decided to stay with the USAPL, just thinking that would help us grow business-wise and all that kind of stuff. But as I've done that was like 2 years ago or so. As I've done that, the IPF has actually made like bigger strides than the USAPL with stuff like Powerlifting America just like little things that kind of add to what it means to be a powerlifter, and it makes it feel as though you're watching like something of like the NFL or like the NBA, doing post-meet interviews, hyping up different matches. They don't have like a big user base or a big lifter base, but you can tell that they're going on the right directions. They listen to people that are in position. They want to work with people that are in position to help expand the sport and grow the sport. And I just kind of like what they have going on. I like what they have going on over there. And yeah, I've watched now 2 Worlds competitions without me being there, and I get a lot of FOMO. I miss being able to call myself a world champion. I've been able to do that since 2021, I believe. So it just feels like there's like this big gap missing. After I finished up nationals, there was kind of like nothing else for me to do. Like, I don't want to do like the Carolina Pro or the Virginia Pro or meets like that, because I've been to the IPF stage, I've been to the world stage, I know what it feels like to be a world champion, and those meets matter. Whereas I'm just doing a meet for like fucking dots, which, like, to me, that doesn't motivate me, that doesn't get me into the mood of like competing. Like, there's things out of my control when it comes to that, and I just don't really compete for those type of reasons. And that's what currently USAPL is kind of on. It's more so like pushing dots and all that kind of shit, and that's just not my wavelength. And I'd much rather compete in a federation that allows me to become a world champion. And then on top of that, there's now the introduction of Sheffield. Sheffield was a big surprise to everyone in the powerlifting community. It was like this big meet that was like, the production value is what I always thought powerlifting could be, and it's scary because it can even get even better than that, which like excites me, and I want to be part of that. It's not even like the money. Like, if there's one thing like you guys can take from me, or that like I've been very consistent on, is that I don't give a fuck about like money. Like, money doesn't really move me in that sense. It's more so like about the opportunity to grow and expand and get to be like more of a professional league. And I think that Sheffield is on track to that, and just given all the cool things that are happening over there, I want to be a part of that. And I feel as though me doing nationals, yeah, well, getting into that, that's a whole different thing too. Around 3:45, so I've done a pretty good job. But the reason why I have to drop out of nationals now, because what my original plan was to do nationals and then shift back over to the IPF. But the way that the scheduling and the structure of how the year is going to go out for 2024, I can't do that. And I'll go inside to get to explain this part so you guys can hear me very clearly. All right, I'm not gonna lie, this is the second time recording this, because as I start explaining, it gets like confusing, and I'm like, my head starts spinning. Let me try to figure out the easiest way to explain this. I mean, I'm sure like all of you powerlifting like heavy people already kind of understand why I'm not doing nationals, but basically the way that it breaks down is that I was an IPF lifter before, and they have different rules. So in order for me to accomplish the goals I want to accomplish next year in 2024, I just can't do nationals. The timing is too close. So if I want to go back to the IPF, I have to serve a 6-month suspension, and that suspension starts whenever I kind of like reinstate myself, right? So if I were to compete in nationals this year, right, I have to compete, obviously, and then I finish up nationals and then issue a reinstatement back into the IPF, and then I would then start serving my 6-month suspension, meaning I can't do anything IPF. I can't do anything in the IPF until that suspension is lifted. So that would have made me eligible to compete probably like in late March or April of 2024, and by that time, Powerlifting America Nationals would have already happened, and I think they would have already be putting up their nominees to go to Worlds, right? So I like the timing, I just can't do it. So instead of actually doing nationals and issuing my reinstatement after I do nationals, I was like, I mean, I could just reinstate myself now and then forego nationals, and I'll be eligible in time for Powerlifting America Nationals, which is going to be next year, which will then allow me to do IPF Worlds of next year. I think I'm missing out on Sheffield anyways, which wasn't like a big priority for 2024. But the reason why I need to do that now is obviously because of timing. Perfect scenario, best case scenario would be me doing nationals of USAPL and then switching over and then being able to do Powerlifting America Nationals. But can't do that. The way that they have their schedule for the IPF affiliates is way too front, like the first quarter of next year, basically. That's when a lot of shit is happening. And that's going to set up like the subsequent meets, which is going to be Worlds, and then another meet, which is like Worlds Games in China in like 2025. And I would just need to be back in the IPF as soon as possible to make myself eligible for those things. So long story short, I'm not doing nationals because it won't allow me to compete in Powerlifting American Nationals next year, which will then make me eligible for Worlds. So I'm basically trading USAPL Nationals for the IPF World title in the 83s and all that type of shit. That's what I'm doing. Can't have both. Can't be a 6-time national champion and then be a 3-time world champion. Can't do that. Have to have one or the other. So that's basically why I'm not doing nationals. And I know a lot of people were kind of like trying to figure that out. If I was going to even do nationals at 90 and shit. I think people, I don't know if people are confused or maybe they just don't like really tune in or watch my videos or understand when I speak. I've never, like, I don't think I've said anywhere that I'm trying to do 90s. Like, that's going to be in the future. Right now, my goal is 83. Like, I've always been an 83 kg lifter. I've never, like, I did 90s because I just didn't want to cut that one meet. But other than that, for the foreseeable future, for the next, like, 1 to 2 years, I'm definitely still doing 83s. Like, there's still things I want to do. So, yeah, I don't know how many times I need to say this. I'm not competing as a 90. Stop speculating that I'm competing as a 90. You don't have to stop asking me, but it's just not happening at this point. Yeah, so that's pretty much that with that. Like, I think the biggest thing is that people are wondering what's happening, and also I just don't want people to start. I wasn't really going to say anything because I just wanted to kind of be low key and then just kind of transition over to Powerlifting America. But I think what I wanted to do was also make it clear because I know there's people that watch me in person for these meets. I know there's people that kind of like travel, and I'm sure as soon as people heard about nationals happening in Tennessee, they wanted to, or Memphis, they wanted to like come watch me in person, and it's just not happening. So I don't want people to make travel plans to go do so, but I'm not going to be there. But yeah, I'm still 83. I'm not doing nationals this year. It's gonna be weird as fuck because this is the first year in like 6 or 7 years that I haven't done a powerlifting meet. I feel super weird, but I mean, it is what it is. A couple of weeks ago, I had to shut everything down because I'm just like, I mean, we're not competing. We have to change our plans, and I had to like readjust my goals because it's no longer like competing. It's like staying healthy, getting stronger, and focusing on what we got to do next year. So yeah, all the way shut down, man. Not really shut down, but we're just extending our off season. So yeah, not doing nationals. Moving over to Powerlifting America. I'm still in 83. No matter what anyone says or what anyone speculates. And that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to address. No, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna end the video here because my workout is done too. I'm just gonna do some cardio. I want to do this video a lot differently, but I guess that's kind of. I'm gonna be sitting down with King of Lifts too to talk everything, to discuss everything. God damn. But anyways, hope that was pretty coherent for you guys. Thank you guys for tuning into today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like always, if you guys like today's video, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Get better today.